Can you imagine starting your own business just to pour your sweat, blood, and tears and every penny that you got into it for it not to work, to fail? Well, the harsh reality is that 90% of businesses do fail. They don't work. And there are a lot of different reasons, but I'm going to talk about three major reasons today that I feel that they don't work. And this is from personal experience. And I'm going to give it to you today because I want you to be able to avoid these same mistakes that I've seen other people do. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, at the end of this video, I have a special treat for you. I have what I call the cheat code, the startup cheat code. It is a cheat code to tell you how you can instantly boost your company into growth and how you can instantly skip all the mistakes and the errors, but you have to get to the end of the video to be able to get the cheat code. So let's go ahead and dive into these three. Let me start off with number one. Number one, you have to pour your heart into it. Okay, I stole that line from Howard Schultz's book, the founder of Starbucks. But he has a book called Pour Your Heart Into It, the Starbucks story. And I believe that number one mistake is that people start business ventures and they're not pouring their heart into it. It's not their passion. It's not their dream. Everyone goes online and everyone asks questions. What business should I start? Let me get business ideals. Let me research, okay? Now, there are a lot of research tools, and I do say use them. I have some down in the description where you can research different markets and budgets and costs and all that. Down there if you want to do that. But what I'm saying is you can't solely go on a business opportunity. You must go where your heart leads you as well. Without having your heart poured into it, then you're moving the wrong direction. This is the number one reason why I think people fail. Because you got to think about it. You're not passionate about whatever you're taking on. When there's tough times and there's tough challenges, you're going to give up. So if you're not anchored in your passion and your heart's not anchored in the foundation of your business, then you need to just go ahead and hang it up now. And that's going to be reason number one. Reason number two is sort of related to it, but with a twist. Okay. So reason number two is if your heart is in it and you do have the passion, but you don't have the skill. Okay. So, hey, I got the passion, man. I started this business because I'm passionate about this. You know, I'm passionate about music, man. So I started a music business. Yes, but I can't sing. I'm horrible at singing. I'm horrible at playing drums. I'm horrible at any instrument, right? But I'm passionate about music. But I have insufficient skills when it comes to it. Well, that's another reason why your doors can close, because you can't produce any revenue because you have nothing to put behind it. Now, what I'm going to tell you to do is to look at it from a different perspective. If you can't sing or play any instruments, but you have a passion for music or entertainment in any respects, then you need to find out how to get skills to be able to be viable in that industry. Maybe you'll be a great management company. Maybe be a great marketing company. Maybe you'll create a platform to allow music to be on. So now you're marrying your skill or honing your skills or developing your skills to go with your passion that you normally don't have any skills in that will produce a good business. So, okay, we got the passion. We didn't just go after the money like in reason number one, but now we got the passion to go with the business. Therefore, we should be able to make the money now, right? So that leads me to number three. Now, you see how all these are related to each other, right? And the cheat code that I have at the end is also going to kind of be related to it as well, okay? Excuse the rude interruption. I just want to let you know that I'm now doing cheat code coaching sessions. What is that? That is coaching sessions to help you get the cheat code to be able to advance your business quicker, faster, better. So on my website at randompodcast.com, you can go there and you can see coaching services on the top, or you can go down in the link in the description. Now get back to the show. It's great stuff. You got to listen. So number 3 is going to kind of like tie this together to some degree. All right. First, you wanted to make sure you had the passion, the heart into it, and not just be about money. Now you have the passion, and you want to make sure you had the skills for that craft, for that art, for whatever it was you're doing. Now, number 3, you have the skills for that craft, for that art, but you don't have any business sense or any business skills to be able to operate as a company, to be prosperous. Now, let me break this down. Let me take a different field. Let's say you're a great cook, you're a chef, and you wonder why this is the case, and you see out there all the time, restaurants always closing when you have a great chef, because you're a great chef, but you're not a good restaurateur. Being a restaurateur is the business side. Now, look, you had the passion, you love cooking. You had the skills to cook, you do a dynamic job. But the restaurateur part is knowing the business aspect. You know, how to incorporate, what to incorporate, how to have operating agreements, how to get investment dollars, how to hire personnel, what regulations and policies you have to keep up with. Being able to operate as a business. Now, the good thing here is, guys, that I always give you resources. So down in the description, besides you being able to come up with good ideas and seeing what costs are for any particular field that you want to start up in, you also can look at ways to be able to incorporate. Got incorporation links, registration for name, the whole works, all down there for you in the description, because I want to make sure you're prepared for that. All right, but you have to know how to operate. You have to know how to be a business person to go along with that. Because of these 3 reasons is why most businesses fail to begin with. So if you have all 3 of these covered, you'll be in very, very good position. Now, I know you're waiting for the cheat code. You go, okay, that was cool, but what's the cheat code? All right. So the cheat code is something that I realized in my life late. And I kind of did a little bit of it, but didn't do it intentionally. And I try to get my kids to do it, and everyone doesn't listen, of course, right? So the cheat code is getting the test with all the answers before you take the test. And what do I mean by that? If you already knew all the pitfalls and all the correct moves to make and have all the right connections to go into business for whatever you're trying to go into business for, you would instantly be able to grow quick, fast, better. Prime example, let's take the restaurant business. Let's say that you worked in the restaurant business. Here's the cheat code. Go work for somebody. If you're young enough, you're not already into the business, go work for somebody in the business. So if you want to open your own restaurant, go work in the restaurant business. Help someone else become successful in the restaurant business. Learn everything about distributors. Learn everything about permits and coding. Learn everything you can about the restaurant business and do it for a year or 2 years or whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. And then when you go out to start your own, you instantly got all the connections already. You already know the regulations. You already know the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts. And you already got all the connections that you need. So instant success. Cheat code, man. It's a cheat code, man. There's a little work in it, but it's a cheat code. Now you go, oh, man, I thought you could talk about like, yeah, that's a way to skip. That is one way to skip. Now let's say that you don't have time to go work for somebody. Okay? Well, guess what? If you have financial resources, then you can hire somebody who was in the business. Again, let's take restaurant, for instance. Hire somebody who ran a restaurant to run yours and instantly teach you about the game. So now they know all the things to do. They just didn't have the financial resources. You did. You can instantly open your restaurant, be there quicker, faster, better. Bam, bam, bam. Right? Okay, now you say, okay, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. How else can I have the cheat code in? Then you need to do what I did. You go get you someone to be your advisor on your board of advisory that already been there, done that, that can show you the ropes, tell you what to do, what not to do, and what to avoid. Now you're getting the cheat code. You're already seeing what's on the test. You know what the answers are, and you're answering the right questions the right way, as long as you listen. And the last and easiest in the I call to some degree the less resource way. I ain't gonna say poor man's. The less resource way is to read, listen to people who've been in business, watch as many videos like this, get the books like I always recommend. I put some books in the link down here. 3 game-changing books that every entrepreneur needs to know is going to be in the description as well. One last cheat code. Watch these videos right here. You watch these videos, bam, it'll give you instant knowledge to help you jump the curve and get shortcuts. This is your boy J.I., a random podcast, man. Keep thriving, man. Keep working hard. I'll see you on the other side.